Hello everybody, Sugimori here. Yeah, so I just got a new computer. And I hooked up an Ethernet cable so I have better internet now that I'm not on wireless. And I thought I might show you my my placement match that I just did to test out my new computer. So yeah, I should be back to doing some streaming soon. Not everything is configured yet. I have to deal with it. Unfortunately, like, I don't have my overlay on or anything right now because that is on a different hard drive and I have to transfer all my stuff over. So yeah, I'm not dead. I know it's been a long time. And yeah, we can just go ahead and watch this placement match. Turn on the production tab there. So yeah, you guys may notice like a higher video quality, both graphics wise and hopefully there's less internet lag, but I haven't did a test stream yet, so we will find that out later. But yeah, this is my placement match. This is my first match in a long time, so I'm a little rusty, but I think I have some beginner's luck. You guys should probably see that soon. So I got a pool up first and then I went for a hatchery because I'm always afraid of Terran building Reapers. As you could probably tell from the production tab if you've been paying attention to that, he's going for a Marine first and not a Reaper first, so I probably could have gotten away with the Hash first. But I don't want to risk it. I don't have a great drone micro against Reapers, so it's just safer for me to do it like this. If I were a pro, yeah, I would definitely not do that. So as you can see, I'm getting up a spine crawler here. I'm just being overly cautious against this Reaper because I'm going to be moving my queen down as I build another one up in my main base. So, playing it safe. I don't want to, you know, just get killed for a cheesy reason or something like that. But my opponent is a Terran who actually isn't playing cheesy. I wonder why, actually. I mean, it's not really cheese, but Reapers are just so good in this matchup, and in this expansion, really. They now have the grenade throw ability, if you haven't been keeping up with the updates to StarCraft in general. Sending a couple lings out to take some watchtowers, and I found out where his base is now in the bottom left corner. So, also, you're gonna see something if you watch my streams before. I don't often go for a lot of queens, but I feel like this is a actually pretty good move to go for a lot of queens. Especially when you're against a Terran with all this open space behind your bases like this, all around here. They're going after this Overlord, and they just barely can't get it. This poor Marine, hating his life. But yeah, if there's a whole lot of open space around here, it's just so hard to survive against Liberators. So I'll put that back on my view. So getting a lot of queens is pretty good. And you'll see that my decisions in this game are mainly based around fighting off Liberators. Mostly because whenever I lose against Terran, it's usually because of the Liberators and siege tanks as an army composition. Because it's so strong, you can siege up tanks and tell the Liberators to kill anything that comes anywhere near the tanks. So I'm a little nervous about that. as I've been starting to lose right before I stopped doing stream because my lag was just so bad. So as you can see, I'm almost done with this Baneling nest now. I'm getting a ton of overseers just in case there's like a banshee type thing going on, which is something I'm also bad against. So I'm trying to be proactive in getting that detection up. He scanned me an awful lot, and what that told me was that he's just kind of spending money where he could have gotten mules instead. So, I mean, he's a little behind in that regard. He could have been greedier there, like I could have been greedier getting a hatch first, for example. But since I saw he went for that natural base, I went for my third. Something I have a little bad time of getting bases up, usually. So I'm trying to fix that. I'm trying to get creep spread, I'm trying to get all these bases out, I'm trying to get queens out for defenses. And I'm getting detection. Oh, he's dropping me right now with his marines. So he almost kills that queen. I actually can't believe that he didn't. I don't know. Got a whole mess of army units over here. And getting up a couple spore crawlers. So I'm playing mostly defensive. And as you can see, I have creep all around my base. Build another spore crawler. Go back to my perspective. Yeah, see, he's scanning me again. He doesn't know what I'm doing because I'm not being aggressive. Like, he's probably used to seeing Zergs be really aggressive. So I'm finally pulling this queen back. I'm going to transfuse it eventually, as soon as I find a queen with enough energy. So right now he's building a third base and I don't know about it yet. So you don't want to be on the same amount of bases as a Terran or a Protoss when you are a Zerg. So I'm going to try to scout a little bit with these changelings. Another thing I'm not used to is scouting. I mean, all I see is that he has a base. So I'm still a little slow in that regard. But he's shooting down those changelings before they can morph. And I build a spire. I'm building a spire because I'm afraid of those liberators. So mutas are actually pretty good against liberators as long as you don't keep them clumped up. If you keep them clumped up, they all take area damage and it can be really, really bad for you. So since he shot down those changelings, I'm sending out another changeling. I'm gonna be careful to avoid that ramp. Because really what I was trying to do was check that third out, see if he had one yet. And I'm getting a fourth up anyway, because my minerals are getting depleted. In my main base, at least. So I'm just gonna stack up some injects there, and creep spread with another queen. So this is one of the great things about having a lot of queens, is that you kind of stack up some energy, and you can use massive amounts of transfuses. There, I'm going to set up some more transfuses there with that queen. And you get a lot of creep spread. So you get injects and creep spread. And home defenses, really. So now, as you can see, he's building a couple liberators and some siege tanks, which is something I don't want to deal with. Even though I don't know that, I do know that he has that third base up, so I'm going to go attack it. And I'm going to check out where this army is. He didn't catch my changeling, so that's good for me. So I'm going to split up the lings and roaches. And when I was playing this, I got unselected for my Ravagers a little bit. So when I was trying to stack up some Corrosive Biles, I was actually just selecting nothing. I do that an awful lot. If you watch my stream, you'll see that all the time. But, yep, we both backed up. I don't know why he backed up. I guess he thought he couldn't take it. But I was fairly sure I couldn't take it as well. So, we have a little gentleman's agreement to not attack each other for a little while. So I'm just going to stay back, build up some more roaches, build up some mutas, as you can see, down the bottom left, right outside his base. So I'm going to try to do like multi-pronged attacks. I do love to do those. So I'm just healing up some of my army here with all the extra energy. Another great reason for having a lot of queens out. And of course my massive amounts of ejects right before I go and attack. So I don't have to come back and when I'm mid-fight and stuff like that. I'm not even sure I injected all of my bases. That's obviously something I can work on, but I'm a Gold League level player, so it's bound to happen. So going in and seeing he's doing a planetary fortress type of thing here, I don't want him to have that. I can see like he's got at least 4 liberators there, and I just stack a bunch of corrosive biles, but not enough to quite kill all of them. But he does walk into a few corrosive biles, so it's pretty good for me. I'm trying to throw down a couple more on the liberators, but I missed, so it's a shame. But I did some damage, distracted him, and I'm going to go in here with my mutas and absolutely wipe out this mineral line. His army's out of position, so I'm free to do this. They just drop so fast. I don't even have any upgrades on them. Just the 13, or 12 rather, mutas. And as you can see, I'm splitting up my mutas so they don't all get splash damaged. So I do take a little bit of damage, but I mean, I still have all of my mutas. So that's something that's really important to do. So if you ever see liberators, don't be afraid to build mutas. Just make sure you split them before you get into some heavy hits there. So I'm moving out the mutas after I distracted them, and I'm gonna move my roaches around. Actually, I'm gonna build a lot of ravagers, and I have 58 zerglings coming in to reinforce. So I'm just gonna distract a little bit more with these mutas. Gonna take out a couple of add-ons here, maybe just one. Yeah, just one, and I go for the missile turret that hasn't been finished. So he's actually getting a fusion core. I can't remember. I think that might have an upgrade for liberators in it. I think that's why he was getting it. I don't necessarily think he was going for battlecruisers, but I absolutely wipe out all of those tanks with the corrosive biles, because he didn't have any liberators to protect them. So I just wipe out this army. I want to try to get the siege tank up there, but I gotta walk up the ramp a little bit. Then bring in the mutas to take out these Vikings. And then we just clean up the base. And that's pretty much game over right there. I don't believe he had another base. You can always check this. Nope, he didn't have another base. I have all these observers, overseers, looking at everything, and overlords. My bad, it's been a while, trust me. So he GG's out, and we finished the game. So I thought I had pretty decent micro in that game. I was being really patient about when to attack and when not to attack, and yeah, I just thought that was in general a really good game. So if you enjoyed this, please like, follow, and subscribe, and I'll actually be uploading some more stuff, so I'll be able to see you there. Thanks for watching.